All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another month in Pro Wrestling Heartland. We are officially in July 1920, and I have a logo. We have a logo. It's kind of small. You can kind of see it, but we do officially have something. I don't know if it's a little too busy even for 1920 standards. Let's see if I can pop that up on the deal there. There you go. That is the logo for Pro Wrestling Heartland. And will probably be the logo for a while because it really doesn't need to be anything big or complicated or anything like that because it's 1920. It's probably even too complicated for 1920 standards, honestly. But oh well. I mean, in comparison to Southern Pro Wrestling, it's not bad. So there we go. Let me see. We need to get our next event set up. Modify. I assume they're not going to run. Yeah, they're not going to run the same days. I feel like it would be a real pain in the ass if I actually did have to move days. If they're just like, we're just gonna do that. All right, 12 days away. Pretty easy, I guess. I can't remember if there were other dudes to do. Oh, you know what? I need to do pre-booking. All right, what's my show history look like? I did my world title fight. Freer debuted. Casper calls out Youngblood. And arrest him for attempted murder. Decides to run out. Okay, so Sheriff could be around there. Apodaca isn't coming. Tubbs goes moonshine. Knocks out Nino with an empty jar. All right, so maybe we should do, I think at the very least, since he did the moonshine spot, we should at least have Nino Apodaca facing Trent Tubbs. Now, Tubbs has like no stamina, so this is going to go super quick. I think he can't even do longer than like 4 minutes. So, there you go. So we're going to go Nino Apodaca versus Trent Tubbs. I wish I could see that's all right. It's just a couple extra clicks. Rolo Love needs something here. Is Archibald from last stream in this? No. I should make a man named Archibald Barbecue in 1920. And then eventually there'll be an Archibald Barbecue Jr. and it'll just throughout the years create a new thing. Kurtz and Blackwell. Okay, so there's not a lot really going on. Casper could be part of something. We should give one of these guys Stephen Schaffner. Stephen Schaffner's a 15. We got Apodaca. How about Fredo Nunez? Fredo Nunez and Stephen Schaffner. Have they fought each other recently? I don't know. Whoops. That's not what I want. Pre-book a match. Fredo Nunez and Stephen Schaffner. What do we got? What's his history? He beat Wildman Rocco. That's his only one-on-one match right now, so it works out. He could use a win. Maybe I'll give him a win. We'll see. How long can they go? I see a 60 and a 47. So 12 minutes, maybe? Nope. All right. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And let's see here. We should probably pre-book. Maybe we'll do a tag with the champ. We'll do Johnny Watson. Joe Freer's going to be on the other side. Should I give him a... He kind of looks like a darker... Yeah, he kind of... Should I call him Joey Watson? Make it like a brother thing? Nah, I'll just kind of keep it the way it is. We'll see. And then Watson should face... Who could he team with? Ashton Gresham, the country singer. What's his stamina? His charisma is pretty decent. What's his stamina at? It's a 10. All right, how about this? We're going to do anyone whose stamina is above 60. All right, Astonishing Squirrel. His stamina is a 77. Maybe we should team him with Astonishing Squirrel. And Joe Freer. Youngblood? Maybe I could do Blackwell. Let's do Regan Youngblood. What's his stamina? His stamina is a 69. Nice. All right. Let's do 17 minutes. Can they go 17? All right, cool. So there's a potential main event there. And we need something for Nate Blackwell. Maybe I'll just wait. Maybe I'll wait until we're done, because we'll see who's not booked after that. Those will be our lined up matches. Everything else will be filled in stuff. Either way, it's only 12 days, so. Ooh, we got a few more. We got a few more things. Reader support, politics, Eddie Roberts on the rise. Once I start getting some money, I'm going to get some of these other guys. I just got to wait. Ooh, he's not bad. He's prickly. I don't know if that's good. Well, I know that's not great. Let's see here. Yeah, that's all right. Let's keep going. Rollo Love, his wits to maneuver himself into politically strong positions and connections. So a lot of people are not liking Rollo Love. He's a troublemaker. That's not good. This guy looks like a star. He's like young Randy Orton. He's got the charisma. He's got the skills. Just need to make it all come together. Wish he wasn't such a jerk. All right, so nothing big going on. I think I can filter out when someone shows up. New workers. So yeah, we haven't had new workers since April, so I'm thinking we're probably around the corner to getting some new people. Maybe. I don't know how often they actually show up, because I think like does it say here regeneration, new worker highlights? I mean, it'll highlight, I guess, when people show up. Natural growth limits. I kind of forget what that is. I'm not going to mess with it right now. Say all-star quality, but an asshole. I mean, I know there's some people who watch there's a couple people who watch this and are like, "No, he's not a star. Don't give him anything." All right. Yep. Nothing really going on here. Tomorrow night. All right. Uh-oh. Michelangelo Bonnell is also trying to form some stuff. Is that where we're at? Omaha? We're in Omaha, Sioux Falls. So Kansas City, I think is our next thing. We'd be moving kind of around. Kansas City. And all right, so we're expecting 96 people. Very nice. So let's take the pre-booking. We'll throw in Nino and Trent Tubbs. Might open just because it's very quick. Yeah, Nino getting the win. Open match, I guess. Decisive. Maybe it should be a flash pinfall. I wonder if it should be decisive. You know what? Trent Tubbs does not have the stamina for me to really care too much. And his safety is a concern too. His stamina's getting a little bit better, but you know what? He's gonna be like a charismatic jobber until he gets better. Let's see. A boxing version of it. Yeah, that'd be nice. I think they have some stuff, but nothing that's popular. Nunes and Schaffner is going to be added to the booking sheet. Steven Schaffner is going to get the win. We're going to go open match and decisive win. I don't think much going on here. Nunes. Let's see here. He's generally had people with him, but that's... yeah. We'll book that, and this will probably be our main event. You know what? Let's give it to Regan Youngblood, with the loser being Astonishing Squirrel. And we'll take an open match. We're going to make it a tainted win. And I think that'll be it. We could do an intentional disqualification, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to give them a win. We'll get a win for these guys. Youngblood, I think, lost. He beat Tubbs, but he lost to Sheriff Casper, so giving him a win should help. And Joe Freer just debuted, so he should probably get some sort of win to be impactful against the champion. There we go. All right, so now we'll take that and we'll see who. Let's exclude the already booked. You got Nate Blackwell. We got Sheriff Casper, Wildman Rocco, Rolo Love. Really, it's down to Rolo or Sheriff Casper. Let's do Sheriff Casper. Is that really all we're left with? I feel like there was more. What happened to Crimson Bear? Oh, Crimson Bear got injured. That's right. All right, so let's see. When's the pay-per-view? What's a pay-per-view? When's the pay-per-view? I don't know. The 1950s? I think radio. Can we do pay-per-view on radio? We'll have radio shows here in about 6 years. Nate Blackwell, Sheriff Casper, then. Here we go. His stamina is really good. But how's Sheriff Casper? His stamina's okay. You can go. You can go 14. I think 14 will work. How long are we at? We're at 37 minutes. Now, that's pretty good. You might fill out a full hour. Are you making money? Not really. I think we're getting there, though. Ooh, should I do Blackwell? Yeah. Yeah. We'll do that. Open match. Decisive win. Actually, we'll do tainted win. We'll do outside interference finish. We'll do Sheriff. Oh, get rid of that. Sheriff Casper and Wildman Rocco shows up. There we go. And yeah, so we already did that, so that's not a thing. What's the name wrestler rankings? Oh, what company rank are you? Number 2. There's only 2 companies under number 2. Let's see here. I think that's pretty good. I think we're good. There we go. So we'll move that and that up there. Here we go. Actually, we'll do. We'll make this the opener. Probably need to script all your matches. You're probably right. You're probably right. I don't normally. Well, you know what? It doesn't really matter all that much, honestly, because honestly, we're so low budget and so low like popularity. It really doesn't even matter. But we'll do it anyway, because why not? You know what? I'll give them the opportunity. I think Johnny Watson at least has enough psychology. I think the rest of the guys don't really have psychology. Johnny Watson's is even at 55, but oh god, actually their psychology is so horrendous. Maybe I should just do it anyway. Although these are like longer, it's all right. Just script it. Who cares? There you go. Just script the whole thing. You got an ad where some Korean chick ate 5 gum and her computer exploded. That sounds like an amazing ad. Ooh, Tokyo Joshi Pro has up the International Princess Championship Tournament. Let's see. Raku Shoko. My hero Mirai. So Shoko beating Raku. Mirai. Hikari beating Palm. Kamiyu beating Suzume. Hikari beats Suzume. Shoko beats Mirai maybe. And then Hikari beats Shoko. That's how it's going to work out. All right. I already figured out how that's going to work. Longest thing is filling the promos and segments because I need to tell a story and I produce 2D characters ripe for merch. Hey, I want to have stories. You know, you got to get people interested. We're running the circuit here in the Midwest. We gotta get people interested in this newfangled wrestling. Nate Blackwell and Sheriff Casper. I think he can talk. I think Nate Blackwell can talk. What's he got? Fuck, not really. You know what? This guy should talk. We need to give him a mic. It's fine. Let's see. Blackwell out. Whoops. Wants another title shot at Watson. I guess just out there. Doesn't need to be big. Just needs to be out there. There we go. Now we need something with Wildman Rocco because he's out there with Sheriff Casper. Let's see. Stories don't make money. People who have no character make money. Really? I would say it's not so much that. People who could be a plushie make money. People sell Ico Pro in 28. You know who makes money? Fucking VTubers. Can we make a VTuber wrestling? I'm going to get with the times and I'm going to make a VTuber wrestling promotion. How's it going to work? I don't know. They're going to fight on a giant screen like fucking Hatsune Miku doing concerts. Pimping 1-800 collect calls. Excuse me. I prefer 1-800 call ATT. I'm more into Carrot Top commercials. Doing 1-800 call ATT. Or I'm more of a 10-10-220 type guy. Let's see here. Charisma and Charisma. Rocco post-match. Beats on Casper. But Casper fights out and chases Rocco out of ring and building. There we go. 3 minutes, that's good enough. Have them fight, have them do their thing here. They'll even sell. I bet their selling is not good, but that's all right. This poor sheriff has to deal with both Wildman Rocco and Regan Youngblood. A wild savage and a fucking serial killer. It's sad that you know these. I'm a 90. I grew up in the 90s when that shit was all around. So yeah, I just become inundated with those commercials. So yeah, it's nothing for me to remember these things. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. You forgot to add husky leading on overweight. I don't even think husky is a good way to do it anymore. It might just be straight up. I like to call it dad bod if the dad had a bigger beer gut than usual. Let's see here. What characters have you been making? What do you mean? Either way. Let's see. Nino Apodaca, Trent Tubbs. All right. Trent Tubbs needs to come out. A fucking serial killer and a wild man. Yeah. Let's do charisma. And actually, we're going to have Nino Apodaca come out. And we'll do selling or charisma. Can we do charisma? He really more needs to sell than anything. I don't know if Trent Tubbs is a seller. No, he's not. You're not a dad. Only a dad can have a dad bod. And an incest redneck. Who's my best promo? Trent Tubbs, I think, is my best promo, honestly. With his 93 charisma, 93 microphone. Trent Tubbs is my best guy. He's just garbage in the ring. That's why he has 4-minute matches. Trent Tubbs is the Sandman of my promotion, where the best thing about him has nothing to do with the match itself. All right. Tubbs out with moonshine to drink with the crowd. Nino is disgusted by Tubbs. There you go. Like 4 minutes. He comes out, does the fucking Sandman entrance, and Apodaca could not care less. We'll make it a bigger success. He's gonna be. I want him to be over with the crowd. He's gonna come out and be fucking Captain Charisma. Is Trent Tubbs more like New Jack then? You know what? It's probably a better option. All right. I think it's kind of funny, but I know I'm going to get shit for what I just liked on Twitter. All right. Let's see here. All right, so I think I'll do a bit here where Nino, Trent Tubbs. I think I will do selling. Whoops. Selling and selling. Nino post-match takes a moonshine jar. It was just a post that DDT English Update just posted. I shouldn't even like it. It's not even like that big. It's not even a big thing. Let's see here. Post match takes a moonshine jar. And shatters it over Tubbs's head. There you go. How much do... Okay, I have a little bit of space. Tubbs carried out bleeding. There you go. Fucking simp. I'm not giving him money. Well, okay, I am paying for Wrestle Universe, but see, this is why I you know what? I gave you the benefit of the doubt that I don't give Okada anymore, and now clearly I shouldn't give you the benefit of the doubt either. Clearly, I should just treat you as hostily as I treat Okada, is what you're telling me. Let's see here. Schaffner got the win over Nunez. So, you know what? I'm gonna give him something here. Can he talk? Can he do something? Not really. Fuck. Nope. Too late. I'm already gonna treat you hostile. Yeah, treat you like a hostile individual. It's my character, brother. Yeah, that's what Okada said before he just decided to lose his fucking mind too. He even like DM'd me that stuff. He's like, it's my character. I'm fucking working you, brother. I'm like, oh God. That's all right. I got you. I understand. Tubbs challenge Nino to a moonshine trick. Can I do that? I bet you I could. Just do like a 10-minute bit where they just drink moonshine. Let's see here. Schaffner. I could probably get his charisma up as well, since we're a bunch of nobodies. No, it's fine. You're fine. Don't worry, you're fine. Let's see. Celebrates with the crowd as Nunes argues with the referee. All right, there we go. Hikarusu's John Dixon's dad. You mean you want a giant black guy in this? You do know it's 1920, correct? I mean, yes, it'd probably be okay, but I must remind you, it's 1920. I feel like there's some problems there. Let's see here. Johnny Watson, astonishing score. Let me see here. What's Joe Freer got as okay, his charisma's okay. Regan Youngblood. All right, we'll do a bit here at the end with let's see, Johnny Watson, astonishing squirrel, Joe Freer, Regan Youngblood. All right. Youngblood attempts to stab Squirrel with Freer holding him, but Watson with the save pulls him out. There you go. And 4 minutes, I guess. So his selling his menace, isn't that Regan Youngblood's thing? Is his menace is really good? Yeah, his menace is really good. We gotta make sure to use his menace. What's Joe Freer's? Joe Freer doesn't do a whole lot. We can use his charisma, I guess. Use his charisma, and we'll use his charisma as well. So I guess a minor success, and I guess a minor success here because it's kind of the champion and the guy's still standing strong even after the loss. So I'll give it to them as well for attempting. It kind of helps everybody, I guess. There you go. All right. Done and done. All right. All 10 segments are done. We have our show 75 minutes. Oh, they're expecting 90% matches, so we should probably turn some of this down. Let me see here. Actually, that one's one of our bigger ones. Let's do that. I need to bring this down just a little bit. Take a few minutes off each thing. You know what? I'll just take 3 minutes on everything. There you go. Now we just barely hit our limits. 71. You just slammed your face on the phone. Why? All right. So 71 minutes. We almost hit our full limit of 75, but that's all right. Booking analysis. I think everything. Philip Reinhardt's given slightly. Joe Freer's being used too much. Regan Youngblood's slightly overused. That's okay. Who cares? All right, here we go. Oh, I didn't even realize I had backstage incident. Holy shit, that's a lot of backstage incidents. Rollo Love, Carl Vaness. He antagonized Carl Vaness so much a fight almost broke out between the two. You have to deal with Rollo Love. Stern warning. Small positive impact, and Rollo Love is happy at it. Okay, so maybe he'll calm down a little bit. Grayson Foley and Ashton Gresham. He almost got into a fight, which caused some damage to his rental car, refused to pay for it. Oh my god, we have cars? Finish soon. I'll be finishing soon. Refused to pay for it. He had to deal with it. Stern warning. Nothing noteworthy. Nicolaj Benel. Got a lot of heat pulling a tasteless rib on everyone. Slap on the wrist. That's not a huge. Small positive impact and he's happy. All right. Wildman Rocco and Nate Blackwell. Oh, he was brought before Wrestlers Court. Rocco was, being an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner. How do you travel? I found him guilty. He pays for his partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Wildman Rocco has a free spirit personality, is pleased. Did a small positive impact on him. Cool. Maybe some of these guys will calm down a little bit, but I'm not crossing my fingers. Damage the Model T. Yeah, that's what he did. All right, Pro Wrestling Heartland officially with a banner and a logo. There you go. Now it feels like something. Nate Blackwell coming out first after his success in a tag match last month. He feels that he wants another title shot at Watson, that he is ready, and he's going to take on Sheriff Casper to prove himself. And a decent enough little match, lack of flow to it, of course. But he hits a thrust kick on Sheriff Casper after Wildman Rocco comes down and antagonizes Sheriff Casper, distracts him, gets in the middle of it, and Rocco then decides to slide into the ring and start wailing on Sheriff Casper. And Casper ends up fighting him off and looks to attempt to arrest him now that he's got him where he wants him, but Rocco flies out of the ring and runs to the back and out of the tent, I assume, or building, wherever the hell this is being held. Only 96 people showed up, so I assume it's just like some big top tent type deal. Something like a circus tent. Nonetheless, chases him out, and that is that. Is Wildman Rocco Native American? I forget what he is. They had cars, trains, planes, and ships back. Oh, okay. So they had trains, of course. They had like steam trains. They had ships, of course, but not like super nice ones. They had planes, but they were like in their infancy. They really didn't have planes. People weren't flying everywhere in 1920. Let's not. When was the Wright brothers? Was the Wright brothers like in the 1900s, like early 1900s, something like that? Flight invented year. It's like what, 1905? 1903 was the first sustained flight of a heavier than air aircraft. They were just starting to have was wrestling fake even back then? I actually think it was more real than anything. I think at that point it was I don't know how entertainment based it was back then. Honestly, I don't know. I think there were definitely shoot fights that happened though. I have no idea. I think there were shoot fights that was that was pro wrestling. I think pro wrestling wasn't fully scripted like it was for quite a while, so it was a lot of just grapple contests. But yeah. Nonetheless, Casper chasing Wildman Rocco out. Trent Tubbs coming out to an ovation. He's got his he's bandaged up after Nino would be bandaged up after the moonshine incident. But Tubbs coming out, drink moonshine from the crowd. He's got extra jars for people to drink. And it's interesting how Sheriff Casper never decides to prosecute people who are drinking moonshine, or Trent Tubbs in general. I guess he's got his hands full with a serial killer and a wild savage. And nonetheless, oh, they had closed cabins in the. I mean, they weren't really flying. Would you have flown? Would you have flown in 1920? Would you have been okay with that? Probably not. You wouldn't be flying everywhere. That's why we're keeping it regional, so you can drive in your jalopies like the fucking Beverly Hillbillies from town to town. This is pre-Prohibition. I mean, it was 1920, wasn't it? When did Prohibition? Here, let's see. Now I gotta. Prohibition years. When did Prohibition start? It was 1920, but when in 1920? When did it officially start? Start of national prohibition. January 1920, when the Volstead Act went into effect. So it started right at the beginning of 1920. We are in prohibition right now until 33. It says 1920. The act of prohibition started in January 1920. I just looked it up. Nonetheless, comes out with his moonshine. Nino is disgusted by Tubbs and his drinking of handmade alcohol. And there you go. He tried to go back to the Olympics. He said he could not because he was a pro. He was like, "Are you shitting me?" It was probably Kurt Angle. Angle is probably the only Olympic guy went to pro wrestling. But yeah, I think that's probably what happened. I think he wanted to do Olympic wrestling just in the last several years. I think maybe back in like 2012, something like that. But yeah, he was too broken down for that shit. Less drunks is better, I imagine. I mean, it was just all well, here's the thing. It's kind of like Prohibition back then. I mean, it's kind of like some of the stuff now where they ban it, but if you have wealth and connections, you still definitely could get a hold of it. Like it wasn't really it was only for the common folk. Yeah, it was one of those things where it's like, you know, if they tried to ban cigarettes, where it's like, yeah, there's less smokers, but it's gonna be awful. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, this is an issue, so we're just gonna completely make it illegal. It's like, you're not really solving a problem at that point. Like if they did it today, it wouldn't work because like you're not solving if you have a problem, I understand that, but you're not solving the problem by banning it. Let's see here. So 409, 4 minutes. Nino Apodaca gets a fast roll up on Trent Tubbs, and that is that. Yeah, didn't really do well, but that's okay. We're nobodies. Nino ends up taking a moonshine jar while Trent Tubbs is distracted from his loss and shatters it over the back of Tubbs' head and knocks Tubbs out, and he's actually bleeding from the back of his head after that. So you got a couple people coming out and carrying Trent Tubbs to the back as there's blood coming out of his head. Red Dead Redemption happened. I don't remember when Red Dead Redemption happened. I thought it was like late 1800s, like 1890s or something. I don't know. Nonetheless, Fredo Nunez taking on Steven Schaffner. Went about 9.5 minutes. Running Bulldog by Steven Schaffner helps him get the win over Nunez. And a terrible match, but I mean, it's good enough for what we're doing. That's fine. Nonetheless, there you go. Steven Schaffner celebrating with the crowd as Nunez argues with the referee after that. He claims he kicked out before the 3, but nonetheless, Steven Schaffner slapping hands with the fans and going to the back. There you go. The free spirit Steven Schaffner getting a win here. And we got our main event, Johnny Watson and Astonishing Squirrel teaming up against The new guy, Joe Freer and Regan Youngblood. Joe Freer comes out with Regan Youngblood as a surprise tag partner. Johnny Watson and Squirrel a little bit I was gonna say a little sus, but that's they're a little nervous about having to deal with it. Decent wrestling, little heat. In 17-13, they ended up using underhanded tactics to take out the champion, separate him from the Astonishing Squirrel, and eventually use some more underhanded tactics to beat Astonishing Squirrel and nearly knock him out and get the win. Of course, Johnny Watson carried the whole thing. But there you go. And so Freer and Youngblood getting the victory. Regan Youngblood was seething after the match, upset that Astonishing Squirrel almost injured him with a botched move. Yeah, that's going to happen. But Freer and Youngblood showed excellent chemistry. Interesting. And Astonishing Squirrel nearly injured Regan Youngblood. And Youngblood, oh God, I guess he really would have been hot, is ready to stab Squirrel after Joe Freer kind of holds him down. Johnny Watson pulls Joe Freer's legs, and before anything happens, he pulls Astonishing Squirrel out of there before Youngblood could stab him. And there you go. Astonishing Squirrel lives another day as Freer and Youngblood tell him to get back in. But, of course, they're going to leave, and that is the end of the show. Only an 18, but that's all right. Of course, I'm going to pat my... Oh, I can't even pat myself on the back. Let's see here. Tubbs and Nino. Trent Tubbs and Nino Apodaca. I'll give some props to Nate Blackwell for putting on a pretty good performance, I'd say. Compliment him, and compliment him. There you go. All right. Seemed pleased, was pleased, and seemed pleased. There you go. Uh-oh, someone accessed my account from a new computer. That's not good. That means I need to change my password because someone's trying to get into my Steam account. All right, there you go. Just like I said, 42 minutes, and that's pretty much it. Let's see here. Oh, I got a letter. Grayson Foley goes from skinny to toned. Interesting. Anything else new? Oh, we got some people. No, that's still April. Fuck. All right. Just keep going through July then. I'm not really going to worry about it until we get to August. Let's see here. Oh, all right. Southern Pro Wrestling held their thing. They got 134 fans. How big are they? All right, so they probably didn't hold it in the Southeast then. No, they did. They got 134 people for the 18. That's all right. Johnny Watson is your best wrestler. Yeah, he's my avatar wrestler. So there's a thing called Road to Glory that you could do in TEW, and you get a certain amount of points to start with. And so yeah, I start with a certain amount of points, and I can kind of upgrade it as I go each year. But yeah, so I didn't give him a lot of points and stuff other than like technical wrestling, psychology, did a little bit of charisma and microphone so he can kind of talk, a little bit in his star quality. But yeah, I made sure he was at least had the basics and the selling, safety, stamina down, so he could at least put on a match, do well in the match, and can kind of talk. That's the very basics of what I did. All right, I think we're good then. How many people did I get for mine? I got 96. All right, so we're slowly getting up there. We're slowly getting more and more people. Here we go. Here we go. And we are on Monday. Anyone new? No one new. I think at some point I'm just going to have to start bringing in more people. Let's see here. I made $340 though, so that's good. We didn't use a lot of we were missing some guys, weren't we? I think we were missing some of our no, we got Ashton Gresham, Astonishing Squirrel. Yeah, Crimson Bear's hurt. I was gonna say we had some Mexico guys. We got used Nina. Okay, so we really did use, besides Rolo Love, who would have cost us an extra 100. So we did okay. Is Crimson Bear? Yeah, Crimson Bear's hurt, right? Isn't he hurt? Let me see here. No, he's not hurt. What's with him then? Was he not around? I thought he was hurt. I know the Enforcer's hurt. Maybe he is. Maybe, let me look at medical. Where's medical? The Enforcer's hurt. Crimson Bear isn't. I don't know where he was then. Oh well, whatever. Nonetheless, I'll try to book him next time then. I don't know what happened. I didn't see him, so I don't know what. Nonetheless, that is July. We are in August. We're making some money, which means we're just a little bit away from me finding more and more people outside of America. Right now, I'm mostly just trying to get some money together. Once that happens, I can actually get some decent workers. And once I get the decent workers, because I got a short list. Let me look at my short list. Yeah. So everyone else, I forgot about Dwayne Maivia. So yeah, I got a lot of guys ready. But I gotta wait because you see Britain, Oceania, Britain, Southeast. Oh, I could bring him in. Is there a reason to? Is there a reason why I didn't? I should bring him in. What's the wild personality type do? I should see that. You know what? I think I'll bring him in now. I could go with 10. $10, bring in a new guy. There you go. So yeah, the rest of the guys though are not from here, and I don't want to pay the $100 to $200 to bring them in. So I'll have to talk them into showing up later once I have some money. I'm making some money, but I want to actually make money. And it shouldn't be too long though, because let's see, $1,400 a month. I'm getting there. I'll be able to hire just about everybody here soon, and then I can start clearing out some of the lesser guys that really aren't going to be used for anything. I'm trying to think about some of the dudes who maybe, like Bunnell will probably get tossed because I don't really need him. Mr. Fantastic is a maybe. I feel like there was a reason I keep him around. His charisma microphone's not bad. I don't know. We'll see who I get. We'll see if I get rid of some people, but maybe some new people will be nice. Because who knows when the next round of people will be created. Either way, appreciate you guys being here. It's been fun. And watching this on, well, I guess both on the stream and the video. This will be it. So I thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you being here. And I appreciate the autism in my chat room that has been happening. If you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you continuing to watch. Hope you'll continue to watch as we make some money and bring in some new blood here relatively soon. And I hope to see you guys next time.